Hello, everyone. Happy Friday Groove Day. And look who I have with me.
Woohoo! Hello. Thank you for inviting me back.
Oh, thank you for being here. So, you guys, if you haven't catch the last live that Gerald was here, gosh, that was a few months ago, was it?
It was a
Somewhere?
while
It
ago.
was
It
a
was
while
awesome.
ago. Yeah. So
Yes.
happy to have him back. You'll find his tag down here. Make sure you follow him. And yes, we are decked out for the season.
Yay.
Look, I have my Jack shirt on. It says, "Naughty is the new nice."
Oh, there you go. So you take it to the next level. Is that what
I
you're
take it to the next level. Absolutely.
saying? Yes. That one deserves a little extra oomph on that one. I agree with you.
Ooh, look at that.
I should warn people because that might trigger people. Ooh.
Yes, we'll put a little warning here.
I think I should come with a warning label. I
Yeah,
love it. I
maybe.
love it. You're just sitting there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you
Yes.
know what? I wouldn't have it any other way.
There
So,
you go. There you
oh
go.
yes, we got to get our coffee. Here's the coffee.
I have
You
my
have
special mug.
Oh, you have joy. I have my ornaments. This is my one mug for the season. I think I'll
Hey.
get a couple of more next time, but
Mm-hmm.
oh,
It's so good.
does the body good. Make sure you all have your drinks out there. Get nice and
Yes.
comfy, and we're going to see what messages come through for you all today. So,
Yay.
this is pre-recorded just in case you didn't know, but yes, I left the chat open so people come in and chat away and do everything that you want to, but don't ask us any questions because we can't respond back to you. So
No,
it
it'll
would
just
be
go.
it'd be a little interesting if we could, unless one of us decide to pop in during the recording of this. But anyhow, this is a recording, is what I'm saying.
There you go.
All right, so let's see what messages come through.
Yes.
Well, first, you know what? Let me pause the brakes for a second. For those of you who don't know who Gerald Tarotstache is, please introduce yourself and tell us what's going on your channel.
I am Gerald Tarotstache. I do a lot of different things on my channel, including doing readings. I'm also very interested in learning things and I like to laugh. So I host a series called Laugh and Learn, where we talk about a variety of things like candle magic,
Hmm.
talk about mediumship, we talk about human design. I also do, gosh, I haven't done a flip through in a while, but that's okay. And I am just this year, and this video is airing at the end of the Glimmer Globe, where people are gathering their glimmers, the things that are the opposite of a trigger, things where life feels very safe and in line. We're in tune with everything around us. So that this is perfect timing for that. That's the day it airs. So
Beautiful. All right.
yes, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so let's see what we get here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The first word is perspective.
Ah. First word I got is truth.
Ooh.
Interesting because sometimes truth varies on the perspective.
Mm-hmm. Look, and then we have challenges as well.
Mm.
You pull one more too.
Yes, ma'am.
I forgot you got the little itty bitties. Yay!
Yes, I purchased responsibly and I knew my limits. These are so good. I got spontaneity.
Okay, beautiful. So we have perspective. It was truth, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Challenges and spontaneity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pull a couple of oracle cards for that.
I'm going to back that up as well. Uh-oh, what'd you get?
First card that came out was truth.
Oh, okay. I got changes. With all of these words that are coming out, changes are happen quite frequently. I also got you are magic, which
Mm,
reminds me that while all of this stuff is going on, we have to know our own truth so that when we meet these challenges, we're able to do so authentically and we are able to do the best thing for us and I hope for everyone involved.
yes.
Hmm. Change. I don't like change, to be honest with you.
It can be difficult. Absolutely. But sometimes,
I love it. It can
sometimes
be,
it feels really good. It can feel really good sometimes too.
yes,
It,
sometimes
it, it
it,
all depends on the perspective, right?
look what she did there. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Let's see what Bob Ross has to say about this. Talent is pursued interest. Anything you're willing to practice, you can do.
Mm,
Isn't that
I
the
love
truth?
that. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, very interesting. Hmm.
Well, for the perspective in looking at the truth, right, which I pulled truth again, so we got two different truths here. It's really about speaking your truth, especially when we're trying to come over challenges, right? You had the change card, and that can pose as a challenge for people sometimes. But it's the perspective of how you view the challenges. We can look at it as it being difficult, or we can look at it as just that it's a challenge. It's something that we're going to get over. We're going to get past it,
Yes.
and it'll bring inner peace as well.
Ooh,
And in a lot of the reasons why we don't really like dealing with change, because we don't feel safe, but spirit's just letting us know too that there is security there. Spirit is always with us and watching over us. What was the spontaneity,
yes.
learning to just deal with things when they come, because challenges is something that's spontaneous. Sometimes we know it's planned, it's planned, or we know that it's going to be something that we have to go through. um, but standing in your truth, finding that inner peace, getting yourself grounded, and know that you are protected. So,
I also pulled a what tool do we have around for us? And this is it map. If we
mm,
remember our true north, we may veer a little bit because true north is, a compass site. However, when we know what it is that is our truth and we keep to that, it helps us to be spontaneous, to allow those changes to happen and to experience all of these things that we were just talking about. I think that's great.
yep. All right.
Hmm.
So I will pull two, you pull two. I think that's how we'll do it. I think I like
Like
that.
I do too.
I have opportunity.
I have growth.
Look what came back out again. Truth.
Ooh, okay. And action.
Growth and action, opportunity and truth. Nice. Okay.
It's so vital to look at truth and opportunity as growth to take some new action.
Hmm. New action. I love that, especially as we're heading into the new year, everyone.
Yes. Everybody's working on their resolutions, and some of us are cramming to get the resolutions that we set done.
Yeah, I gave up the whole I'm going to lose 10 to 20 pounds thing a long time ago.
Mhm. Yes. Yeah,
That one is just,
that's gone. I've moved to picking a word of the year to help me focus, to help me look for the ways that I can do some things differently.
I love that. I really do. Word of the year.
Yes.
I could use these cards for it too.
Yes, you could. I like that.
I do too. Okay.
Mm. All right, I have to pop this out because I had growth, we had action. Lead your metamorphosis. So you help direct it
Mm-hmm.
and feed your artist, feed your creativity, whatever it is that brings you joy. Coloring, singing in the shower, dancing, all vital, all vital. It just, that's one thing that really lifts spirits. Oftentimes, this time of the year, it's dark. There's not
Yeah.
as much sun. We need to fill that. We need to fill that with something. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm.
That's the sun. And look how dark it is. And you got to bring in that light.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Love that. Hmm.
Beautiful. You have anything else? What else you have?
Yes. Oh, Bob Ross says, look around, look at what we have. Beauty is everywhere. You only have to look to see it.
Mm.
In this
Yeah,
idea of a world of more, 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 how about we go deeper, deeper, deeper with what we have and we can
absolutely.
appreciate it?
Yes, appreciation is huge. Being in that state of gratitude for everything that we have. It's also the opportunity to speak the truth, right? You have the growth and the action. This is part of our growth. You got to take the action, the necessary steps to see the beauty, right?
Yes.
And yeah, to see the light, to really step into that as well, and to share it. I also have the speaking your voice or speaking your word by using your voice. So
Mm,
there's the opportunity for truth right there, utilizing your voice for that good and connecting with people, with humanity, really, right?
yes.
Because that's what we're losing here in a lot of aspects of the world. We're all connected, and so for us to really to remember that and taking that as the opportunity, as utilizing that truth that we're all connected, this is the growth and taking action to bring more light to that connection as well.
I love that. I also, it is important for us to use our voice. It can even be a whisper. It doesn't have to be a shout.
Hmm.
Articulation is something that is an action that helps to manifest what it is we desire.
Yeah, yeah,
Saying it out loud, really very important.
love
Wow,
it.
these
All
are
right.
deep.
Yes,
Love
we
that.
we love deep. We love it.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, let's see what else we get here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up while you're here, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, subscribe. But definitely subscribe to this one's channel here, the Man of Laughs.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Gerald has wonderful energy. I just love it. So
Thank you.
give him some love.
I like sharing that energy. It's so nice.
Hmm. Okay. Oops. I don't need 20 cards to flip over here. Let's try that again. Okay. The first one I got is intuition.
First one I got was curiosity.
Ooh.
Those two blend nicely together.
Yes. Oh, and I got play.
Ooh, yay.
I like the play card.
And I got positivity.
Ooh, fun words.
Yes. I like the idea of playing and recognizing those positive things that are around us. Not huge, just something for which we are grateful that bring us joy. Oh, here,
Yep.
that bring us joy. Because if we do that, that's what the universe provides. It provides us more opportunities to see the positive things.
Yes. Yeah, once you're open to that and linked in, it's like I feel like you're being plugged in. Once you're plugged in, it's so easy to be open to all of it. It doesn't have to be like this grand gesture or this grand thing. It's just like the small little things. And those are the things that make me really, really happy when I see them. It's like it feels like it's magic and it's
Yeah.
so much fun.
And the idea of using our curiosity to help explore those positive things. We don't have to understand something completely. We can be curious about it. What is going on with this? How can I, what else can I learn about it?
Yes. Using your intuition to really tap into that and play. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm loving these cards. So yeah, it's and by utilizing your intuition and getting curious, there's a gentleness to it. It's nothing that needs to be forced, right? You're going to just go with the flow. Just go with
Oh,
the flow. Don't create that. You see how the water here in both of these pictures, the water is just kind of flowing. There's not like this resistance or creating a resistance. Let go,
mm-hmm.
play, have fun. And Spirit is saying here, get off the sidelines, with waiting here. Just hop in the water. Look how wonderful time that these two are having, especially the woman here in the water. Things are flowing, having good, and this one is just sitting here waiting. So get off, get curious. It puts you in a more positive state. You tap into your intuition and play.
Life is interesting. It's life. It's interesting. It's fun.
There it is. Yeah.
Get curious about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. That's fun. Yeah, listen to me. That's interesting. It's life. It's interesting. It's fun. If we choose to allow it to be fun.
Yes.
Sometimes it's hard to have that fun when times are very stressful.
Yeah.
And that sense of needing to play a little bit, do something different, doesn't mean you have to go buy roller skates.
Right.
Get out there. It's an attitude, isn't it?
It is. It really is. And for those that may be experiencing grief during this time, because it can be a really difficult time for a lot of people, again, we're bringing in the gentleness, and it's not about forcing yourself to, again, that's creating that resistance and those restrictions. But do your best to just step into the idea of having a little playtime and just take care of yourself. Go with the flow. Just go
Mhm.
with the flow. And it doesn't have to be like this major active kind of play. It's just doing something a little bit. And then I know this is not the best time for a lot of people.
Yes.
So we're surrounding you with love and light and to help you get through it. But this is a gift for yourself. Just a little bit of play, just a
Mhm.
little bit, and it can open you up slowly but surely. Every year things will get better.
And it is really the intention about what we're doing.
Yeah.
So if I'm sitting down and having a cup of coffee with someone that I'm missing, it's sharing the space with them. It's drawing them in. It's welcoming them into your environment.
Mm,
It's that simple.
yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I just noticed I got a little taggy tag there.
Oh,
There we go. I was like, what is that? And I
oh,
was like, oh, it's a tag.
it's still quite nice.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I like it like that.
Yes, I do too.
There we go. I feel like one of the girls from what was it? Clueless. when they were doing that little.
Yes, I remember that. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Oh no, it wasn't Clueless. It was Mean Girls. The Dancing Mean
Yes,
Girls. Yeah,
that's correct. Oh, I haven't seen Mean Girls in a while. I
it's
watched
it's. Fun.
I watched Clueless this last year.
Oh, did you? I
Yeah.
haven't seen Clueless in like forever. Um, I actually have the DVD down there. It's so fun. And I still have some of my DVDs, and I everything's streamed now. So it's like. But
Yeah.
every once in a while, if I can't find something, I'm like, "Oh yay, I have it! I can pull
Yes.
out my DVD player."
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Okay, let's see what else we get here. Have you watched? Started watching? Are you a big Christmas movie person?
I will watch every single version of A Christmas Carol. It is my
Okay,
favorite story of all time. It's a great ghost story. I Scrooged is one of my favorite.
I love Scrooged. Yeah.
Uh, and The Man Who Invented Christmas is a great version of it, where it's
Oh,
the story of how Charles Dickens wrote A Christmas Carol, perhaps. Very, very interesting, but it's one of my favorites. So I'll A Muppet Christmas Carol, George C. Scott,
hmm.
even an American Christmas Carol by with Henry Winkler. Do you remember
I
that one?
haven't seen. Well, maybe I have, and I just don't remember. But wow,
So I collect a lot of those.
that's cool. I love that.
Yes.
It's so funny. You have like the classic, and I'm like, "What's your favorite, Sonia?"
What's
Elf.
your favorite, Sonia?
Elf.
Elf. Oh, I love Elf. That's
I
fun.
love. What's his name?
Will Ferrell.
Thank you. I like totally blanked out there. He just looking at the man, I start laughing. Like I just can't help it. And I saw him in person one day. It was super cool. And I wanted to go over and hug him so badly, but he was on an outing with his family and they had the kids there, but he is tall. Like he really is that tall.
Yes.
I was like, holy crap, like 6 something at least. But yeah, he just looks like he's just a funny guy. I don't know. It's just he cracks me up. But that's one of my favorites. I love Elf. In fact, I just watched it like the other night, and I'll
Oh,
probably see it again.
so I recently saw on YouTube somebody posted a hockey game from Elf that didn't make it into the movie.
Oh,
Ball.
cool.
And it was where Will Ferrell funny. We'll just put it that way.
All right, I'll have to Google and try to find that. And oh, of course, this is my other favorite.
Oh yes, yes, Nightmare
Nightmare Before
Before.
Christmas. It brings the two. I just love the fact that it brings Halloween and Christmas together. Two of my favorites. So it's the
Absolutely.
perfect movie.
Oh yes, oh yes, and I like the Love Actually.
Oh, I love that one.
So good.
I've already seen that one already. Yeah, that's on my everyday list, every year list.
Yeah.
Um, I like the holiday one too. With Kate Winslet and um,
Is it called The Holiday?
yeah, is it? It's where they switch Cameron Diaz. Um, Something like Love Holiday or something. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about. Jack Black is in it.
Yes. That's a good one too.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a
I
good
like
one
that
too.
one.
I
Yeah.
think it's called The Holiday.
I think it's called The Holiday too. There's another holiday one that I love a lot too with Queen Latifah and LL Cool J.
Mm,
Um, and I think that one's called The Holiday or something like that too. I'm terrible with names.
okay.
But it's a fun, sweet holiday movie. So it's fun. I like that one. I've seen that one already too this year.
I am
Um,
also a huge fan of Pee Wee's Playhouse Christmas Special.
God rest his soul. Oh, so much fun. I love that one. Yes.
It's This is 2023. It's streaming 24/7 on the Pee Wee Herman YouTube channel
Good to know. Thank you. I will be checking that out.
because I mean, how many special guests can the man invite to his playhouse for Christmas? It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Well, thank you for that. I will be checking that out. I
Hmm.
haven't seen that in like a gazillion years. So, all right. Oops. Okay, that was way too many cards. Sometimes my cards, I had like have like about 5 to 10 that love to flip over, and I'm like, I only need a couple.
Yes. Slow down. Slow down.
All right, I have knowledge for my first word.
Mm. Knowledge is power.
Hmm.
I have flexibility.
Oh, I like that word. Oh, and I have positivity.
Woo. And I have clarity.
Nice. Okay. Hey, let's see what we get here.
Jumper.
Don't you hate when they jump onto the ground? I'm like, really? I think spirit does that on purpose sometimes. It's like, oh, we're going to make you do your bending exercises today.
Yeah, we'll put it this way: the only time I touch my toes is when I use my tiny hands on my sticks. Okay, that's the only time.
I love the tiny hands.
Here, you are epic.
Hmm.
I like this. Sometimes we need to remember, or I need to remember, there is no one else like me.
Yep.
So I might as well be epic with it.
Why not? Right?
That's correct. It's like, yeah. Oh, yes. I like these Bob Ross playing cards with his quotes on them. They're just funny.
Oh, wow.
Just go out and talk to a tree. Make friends with it.
Hmm. I love the trees. They
You
give the
can.
best hugs, everyone. They really do.
They do. You get to see some of the redwoods. If I correct, do you see
They're
redwood?
further up. They're up north. But I've been up to uh, the redwoods and driven through the tree and all of that, and they're so remarkable. I remember once we pulled over to the side of the road and we kind of like went back in this area, kind of hiked back up in there. And I just sat like, I mean, just amongst the giants, and you're just sitting there, and it's such a powerful experience. And that was when I wasn't even open to my gifts quite yet.
Wow.
So I can only imagine what that would be like now to go. And I mean, they were talking to me then, or let me not say I wasn't open, I wasn't aware. But yes, I felt this magic and intensity of when I'm in this space. And so to be able to go in that space now, knowing that I have the opportunity to have
Yes.
these conversations and the wisdom that would come off of those trees. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna have to plan a trip. I just got like a little woozy with that. It's like, oh my God, that would be
Yes.
so intense. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Mm.
So I love this with the knowledge to trust the universe. This is the first quarter moon in Aquarius because the universe is filled with so much knowledge, just like we were just talking about the trees and everything else. When you take the opportunity and the time just to sit and listen, there's
Mhm.
so much wisdom that's there that's, wanting to be shared with all of us.
You can get
Yeah,
clarity.
there you go. Yes. Um, and it's such a positive thing to do, right?
Yep.
And it feels good. It feels good.
Mhm.
With the new moon in Libra, I have know you are loved. So
Uh,
yes, it's like this cradling, you are loved, and to believe in your good luck here with the first quarter moon in Sagittarius. So so much
mm.
power. What was your other word? You had clarity and
Flexibility.
flexibility. Yeah. Yes. Being open and flexible to all that information that's coming in. There's different ways of how that can come to you. So,
I agree. I
mhm.
agree. Wow. Hmm.
Now I want to go hug trees.
Yes. And I also like the idea of this flexibility. It doesn't mean we have to completely we're okay, going back to Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge, he had this experience and it really changed his perspective, made
Mhm.
him very different. We all don't have that. It's a small growth. It's a continual little bit at a time.
Yeah,
Be open to that.
there you go. Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, chills.
Oh, we have focus.
Mm. We have risk.
And responsibility.
Ooh. And renewal.
Risk and renewal, focus and responsibility. That's some really strong energy right there with that.
Yes. If we never take a risk, we miss opportunities to learn and to grow and
Yeah.
to experience. So we've talked about play.
hmm And for some of you, taking a risk can be really scary, but there's growth in that. There's lessons in that,
Mhm.
and it's okay if you fall. You know, a lot of us do, but it. What's the thing I love? Someone had shared once how the rich get rich. You know, what is it that separates them kind of from those that don't? And yeah, some of them are born into it, and there's not much risk there that they had to take. But I'm
Yes.
talking about like the self-made millionaires, and they've made so many mistakes, but they weren't scared of making those mistakes. They were willing to take those risks, and when they fell on their face, it wasn't like a thing of like, oh, I'm going to give up. It was like, huh, that's interesting. How did that happen? What did I do there? What can I do differently? Like the word curiosity, right? They got curious
Yes.
about it and they explored it even more. And so then they tried it again. And that's how they kept building and building, building. It doesn't necessarily happen overnight. You know, we got to work at it and you learn the lessons along the way. There are no mistakes.
That's the key. They've learned the lesson along the way.
Mm-hmm.
They've gotten up one more time than they've fallen when they've taken a risk.
Yep. Yep. So let's see.
Oh my gosh. Cozy up with risk. You cannot make this stuff up, people.
There you go. There you go. That is like right on point. I love it.
Mhm. There is a beautiful thing about calculated risks because when we take all of our knowledge and we look at what other people have done and apply it, it
Mhm.
can sometimes make it easier and less frightening. It's still scary. It's scary. It's exciting. It's thrilling all at the same time. Humans are complex. I don't show it, but I have a lot of emotions that are going on all of the time. And doing things that will help me feel comfortable with that, just to try something different, is really very important.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get off my soapbox.
We like it when you're on your soapbox. Your other word was renewal, right? Is
Yes.
yeah. So this is perfect. So with you know taking that risk, right? Because risk will there is a renewal that's there that
Mhm.
comes in, and we want to focus. You know, it's a part of our responsibility to take these risks. This is part of our growth process. And I love, look at this. I got be bold and make the first move with the cardinal moon here. So it's like be bold, take that risk, make the first move,
Yes.
move and emotions are running high. Sure they are. It's a scary thing to step in
Mhm.
that space. This is the super moon, right? So get illuminated. Focus on doing this for yourself. And with the renewal card here, I have the end of a tough cycle approaches. So there's
Nice.
always going to be an ending, and then you'll have that renewal process of something new coming in here. So um, what I'm hearing here is look at it differently. Get out of your head about the scariness of risk, the fear of risk. Of course, you don't want to take a risk that's going to put you in a really bad position. You know, you got to, that's
True.
that calculated risk, right? You're
Yes.
talking about. So you don't want to go and blow all your money on a, something. Just really think about it, but don't let fear enter the calculation. Don't let
Mhm.
doubt enter into the calculation. So know that if you are going through, you've taken a risk and you've gone through a hard time, just know that this is the end of a cycle. Renewal's on its way. So I
That's
love that.
really powerful, especially it, thinking about what nature does. Nature has a period of rest. We're just entering that. We're just past Yule on December 21st, or the winter solstice. So the
Mhm.
long night here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's the time where, okay, we're resting. When you look at trees, they don't grow. The leaves drop off. They're
Yep.
doing things internally. If we were to align with that, to our natural rhythms. My
Mhm.
rhythm is different than yours. If we know our rhythm, we have that opportunity to know the renewal.
Yeah.
I used to do trainings at work. I loved it. I knew a half an hour after the last student left and everything was put away, I was going to go into sleep mode, shutdown mode, and it wouldn't take very long for me to come to swing back.
Yes.
Knowing that cycle is really important. If we take a risk and it's scary, how much recovery time am I giving myself? And give yourself that recovery time. Honor
Mhm.
honor who you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
The winter time has always been for me, even during times that I didn't really know what I was doing. But it always was a time for me to go inward
yes.
and to really do the work. Especially like the beginning of the year, I'd like to do. I mean, I do ceremonies working with plant medicine throughout the year, but
Yes.
especially it's important to me like January, February when I'm working with the plants. Because and I listen even more so because there's
Mm.
just so much that comes up that just kind of feeds what's I need to look at for the year, what changes that I need to make within myself, or the service or the work that I need to be doing. And so my point is that it's a great time for everyone to kind of do the self work and to look at things to set the tone for the year. So and it doesn't have to be plant medicine. I'm not pushing that on anyone. Whatever it's going within yourself, doing some type of work.
I really appreciate you saying that. As you're talking, I can feel that anticipation and the power of you doing that. It
Mhm.
it gives you, it recharges your batteries, it
Yes,
gets your energy, it gets your reserves filled.
absolutely.
It also connects you with, for you, different uh, plant medicine.
Mhm.
What am I learning about this year? What's bringing it?
Yep.
That's great.
Yeah. No, I love it. All right.
Mm,
Ooh, this is a powerful one. Forgiveness.
ooh, gosh, forgiveness.
Mhm. What's that?
I don't know. Next time you're gonna think, "Well, I take these risks and they don't work out," you're gonna have to say, "Forgive yourself, Gerald. It didn't work exactly as you had intended." I
Mhm.
was just talking about the need for rest.
Yep.
Hmm.
Oop. I actually had two that came out here. Look at that, simplicity and gratitude.
Ooh, I like that. Isn't that truth?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, strength, simplicity, gratitude, rest, strength. What was the first card you had?
Forgiveness.
Ooh.
Mhm.
It takes a lot of strength to be willing to forgive.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But it's all about keeping it simple
Mm-hmm.
and being in a place of gratitude. And forgiveness, it's not necessarily about the other person. It's about you. It's about forgiving, let go of holding on to whatever it is you're holding on about someone else or yourself. Let it go.
Yes.
Because holding on to all of that, it just does nothing for your mental well-being at all, or physical or spiritual.
Yeah, I was
The
just like,
whole shebang.
keep going. Yes, I recently had a realization. I hadn't forgiven something. I hadn't let something go. I hadn't released it
Hmm.
because I knew this. I kept thinking about it. I kept picking the scab. Sorry, bad analogy. Scratching the
But
poison
an
ivy.
appropriate one.
Yes, scratching the poison ivy, and I went, wait a minute. I could be doing this with that energy instead of giving my power to someone else.
Yes.
It felt really good to cut that cord and remove that and go, yeah, okay,
Hmm.
let's move on. It
And
still comes up. It doesn't
of
hold
course,
me like
you
it
never
used
forget. You never
to. Yeah,
forget, but
yeah,
you like you said, it doesn't hold you. And how amazing would to be end this year with any forgiveness that needs to be taken care of, so you don't have to take it into 2024. Like,
yes,
leave it here in 2023. Let it go.
yes. I'm I'm with that 110%. I got accept and receive
Hmm.
and fall in love with your own story.
Oh, and if you're not in love with it, then change it.
Boom. Oh, you're not in love with it? Change it. Oh,
Amen.
yes. Yes. See,
Look,
that's
good
a double
vibes only, peoples.
good
Good vibes.
vibes.
Yep, good vibes.
There you go. There you go. Oh my gosh.
I was ready for you.
You were like, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it?
I know. I was like, oh, I got you. I got you.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, that's powerful.
Oh, wow. Okay. Woo. You got any other cards? Or was that
That's all
that's
I'm
what you
feeling. I'm feeling you're going to bring it home on that one.
had? Let's bring it on home. Yes, forgiveness is purification. It's release. Let it go. Let it go. This is all about our awakening as well.
Ooh,
Keeping it simple, coming in a place of gratitude, being open to look at that. There's the key.
yes.
There's the key for you to open up that door, let all that stuff go, and then let's step into 2024 feeling good with play. Forgive what you need to forgive, release, being open to risk, new challenges, but challenges that you know that you can overcome, right? But we don't need to look at everything as a challenge. Not everything's a challenge. Some things feel good. And love your story.
Mhm.
Love your story.
Challenges, if we reframe challenges as an opportunity to do something different and to play and to be ridiculous, because sometimes I will do things because I would never do that. Well, I'm going to do it
Hmm.
and then set back. It really informs my story. I really enjoyed that. I think this would be fun to do next time.
Hmm.
I'm remembering what I'm creating. That's power.
Hmm.
That's power. Because we need to have that silence to be to be
We
able to
do.
do that. The key in the door opens inward.
Mm-hmm. Go in, do the work.
Yes.
Do the work. And it can be a little scary when you're starting peeling that onion, trying to get to the core, but take the risk. Be brave.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, look at the first word that came out. Passion. Yes, have passion about wanting to do that.
And passion looks so different for each person.
Oh, absolutely. Do not and stop comparing yourself to other people, please. It does absolutely nothing. They are uniquely them. You are uniquely you. What'd you get?
Love.
Love, yes. Love. Bring that love to you. Have the courage to
Oh,
love.
oh. Simplicity.
It's not that hard. Keep it simple. Yep.
Yes. I am a person who will overcomplicate everything.
Guilty of that. Yeah.
I I overcomplicated this because I have within reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 decks out.
Hey, I have my whole cart here, so it's like a buffet, a Oracle Tarot buffet.
I like that. Oh, I love it.
And there's like 3 tiers there, so I'm like, which one am I going to? I don't know.
Yes.
I can't keep it simple. I don't know. I don't know. Spirit tells me which ones to pull, so I'm like, okay, we're gonna go there.
Well, and we're doing something, everybody, I encourage people to remember, we're taking ourselves, we're lightening our mood. I am always amused by some of the things that I've done. I was like, really? Okay.
All right, let's see. Got some great messages coming through today. Okay.
You do, and they really are wonderful coming into the new year and the quiet time of the year for the northern.
Look at that authenticity.
It's scary to be authentic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's taken me a while to get into that space. Like, gosh, I think all through my 20s and my 30s, probably like my mid 40s was when I felt like I was authentically coming into myself and being comfortable with
Yes.
that. That part is yeah.
Yes. I bet that was a very kind act for you.
Yes, I needed to have a lot of patience with that as well.
And you earned your own respect for yourself.
Yep. Yep.
I am a believer when we respect ourselves, others will behave the same way. They
Yes.
will respect us. If I'm not taking any crap or I'm being authentically myself as I know today, people see that. They get a sense.
Mm-hmm. Whoops.
Got jumpers.
Yep.
I'm going to see what Bob has to say.
What does Bob have to say?
Not to be confused with, Bob Ross. You got to have a prop, right? And his huge fan brush so he can.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
If I hold it like this, it looks like Bob is wearing the crown of Holly.
It does. It does. That is funny. Oh, great cards here.
All right. Well, Bob says you can move mountains, rivers, trees. You can determine what your world is like, which is that fall in love with your own story.
Yep. Yep. And have patience. So, like, things just don't happen overnight, right? So you have to have patience as you're creating your story. while you're authentically being yourself. And what were your two words you had again?
Kindness and respect.
Yeah, that kindness for yourself, for yourself, the process, and respecting the process as well. Um, I love this card that came up. It says friendship. It says, "I am deeply grateful for the gifts of friends. My appreciation for them is endless." And I feel like what Spirit is really saying, though, make sure that you're showing up authentically as yourself, especially on your friends, and make sure that your friends are authentic. Some of you need to do some spring cleaning. So take inventory on those.
Clean them out.
Clean them out.
If
Just
they ain't feeling
wipe it
you,
out,
if it's
because this is
always
what you
you
want.
helping them, yes.
You
If it's
want good vibes, and
yes,
you want people that are there that are going to help you grow and support you, not those that are looking to tear you down. So pay attention to that. But have patience with your process, as we said, the respect and showing yourself kindness, especially when it comes to the unknown. And the
Ooh,
unknown says, "I bow to the infinite intelligence of the cosmos, and my next steps are revealed." So, having patience with that, and take sanctuary when needed. Like we were talking about, this season, the winter season. This is a great time for you to take that inventory and to go within and do the work, finding your sanctuary. And this says, "In my inner sanctuary, I connect to peace, inner quietude, and comfort." So, getting close to yourself, taking care of you, nurturing your soul. What changes need to be made in your life so you can create your new story?
I got changes again, and I got you are magic.
Oh my God! Wow,
It's
guys, you have the tools to do it.
yes, we just have to be willing to pick up the tools and not be perfect when
Mm.
we have that tool.
Yep. Yeah.
Marie Curie said something to the effect, never never go for the pursuit of completion, something like that, because you will never achieve it. There's
Yeah.
always something else.
Always. I had
Always.
one of the best advice. This is when I was doing a lot of blog writing, which I haven't had a chance to get in that writing creative space. But I remember my sister-in-law at that time, she's a writer, and I was telling her how I was struggling getting stuff done because I'm a nitpicker. I will nitpick the
Sure, sure.
daylights out of anything that I write.
Mhm.
And she said to me, "Just write. Don't worry about grammar or anything, just write." She said, "You can go back and do the editing later, but what you're doing, you're stifling the flow."
Uh,
So it's like you'll learn, like kind of like learning those lessons along the way, but you can't nitpick at every single little thing that you do.
Editing is a different process than writing.
Yeah. And you can't mix them together. It's too much.
You can't mix
Overcomplicating things, right?
it. Yeah. That's where I would think, "Oh, I'm overachieving." No, I'm overcomplicating it.
Hmm.
I'm stifling the flow.
Yeah.
Edit is my word of the year for 2023. Editing things that do not help me get to where I want to be and where I am going.
Yes. Wow. Now, when do you choose your word for 2024? Is it like a process, a ceremony of sorts that you do? How do you do that?
It is. I will be working on it right now as this video is going, because it's from Yule until the new year. I'm
Okay.
really exploring it, considering brainstorming, paying attention to my dreams,
Mm.
listening to what people say and words that I hear, because it's like all of a sudden, what did they say?
Mhm. So is it like something that would be repetitive that would come up, or do you pull a card with the word, or is it like it's just comes to you?
It comes to me, and then I take it out for coffee. I get to know it. It's like dating.
I was about to say, you got yourself a little date. I love
Yes. Well,
it.
and that's how and I will have multiple words that I'm entertaining, seeing what they can bring. What's the relationship going to be like? Do I want a relationship that's easy, or do I want a relationship that's going to challenge me to be my most authentic and complete self?
Yeah.
In an environment of support? That's the one I'm going for.
Okay. So tell me now, does the word have a brother? I mean, I'm just asking for a friend.
Oh, I'll email you.
Okay, okay, all right. You know, we gotta check these things. You know, it's just
Of course.
things have been a little dry. You know, I'm just saying.
Mm.
So you know, I want an exciting word.
There you go.
I
Well,
don't
you
know.
put that out into the
Maybe
universe.
I'll hook up with passion. You know, I mean, we'll see.
I fully support that idea. Passion can last a long time. Passion can also just be for a short period of time. We're all consenting adults.
Hey, that part.
There you go.
I will die right now if passion comes out. That would be hilarious. That would so be my word for the year if it comes out. No, but I got trust. That's another good word.
I'm like, don't say that.
I'd be like, ooh, passion. What am I going to get myself into?
Oh, I two popped out. Respect and communication.
Okay. Respect, communication. And I got flexibility. So trust, flexibility, communication, and respect.
Yes. I also pulled acceptance.
That I love that word, acceptance, because in order to go forward, we have to accept where we are right now.
Yes. We also have to respect the responsibility of what I have done that has put me where I am.
Yes, 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 yes.
I love it. She's looking through her card, everybody.
I'm looking. I'm like, ooh, what's the buffet? They're all screaming at me, and I'm just trying to see who's yelling the loudest.
I have radical abundance cards that are yelling at me when you haven't used us. Okay. I have uniqueness.
Oh, I love that. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That is such a fun, cool card.
And confidence.
Oh, let's cuddle.
We need to be confident in our uniqueness. We need to have acceptance and respect for our uniqueness.
Yep.
So, yeah, wow. Woohoo.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. You had, what was the other word with respect that you had?
Respect, acceptance, communication.
Communication. Okay. Yes. So, and with trust, you know, I have the past, present, and future.
Ooh.
So, you know, especially coming in this new year, we look at what's happened in the past, where we currently are, and where we want to go. Right. So you want to trust that the communication, what they're sharing, is for you to get like really clear on that. I'm seeing like journaling that's happening here. It's a great time to kind of journal your thoughts, your ideas, that acceptance again of where you are, being flexible with this process, with your life, just everything, tapping into the unlimited possibilities. And I think really, if we examine, you know, the past year, and okay, where did I stifle my blessings? Where did I not allow myself to be open to receive? And look, where can I do this so I can continue having the growth that, you know, that I want to have? So it's important for us to communicate this and to really examine it, and being open, being flexible, so that we can continue with the growth, especially as we move into this new year. So it's
Yeah.
really important. And respect was the other word that you had.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Respecting all of this, respecting what it means for you, and what this is going to look like, and bringing in more respect for all of this.
I would also add, when we see the blocks that we put up, the things that did not allow our blessings to come, if we have to respectfully look at those and do it without judgment. Well, I shouldn't
Mhm.
have done that. It Just observe, get curious about it, and it's in the past. Don't give it the energy. Learn
Mhm.
from it. Take that risk and learn from it. Don't be doing that. Excuse me. I would avoid spending a lot of time regretting the opportunities that you
Mm.
did not allow the blessings to come through. Instead, look at it and going, well, I'm going to do it differently next time.
There you go. Yeah, you don't want to get in that downward spiral of
Oh,
regret, right? Because it's just going to keep taking you down, down, and down. So,
yes.
yeah.
I've done that.
Oh, we all have. I've lived in that spiral for some many times. So, yes, let's not
Yes.
do that.
Yes.
Uh, wow, we're at the top of the hour. So let us get the card for the weekend, a message, a card, whatever you want to share with everyone that they could take with them into this weekend.
I think
Uh,
okay.
I have some lesson cards here, and I think that's what needs to come out.
I'm listening for them to tell me when to stop. We all do it our own way.
Oh, yeah.
For the weekend, safety
Mm.
and gifts. I encourage people to remember their safety, what helps them feel safe, and to understand that is different for different people. And look at the gifts that you have around you that others don't see, and you need to see them as they are gifts, because this is what you are bringing into the new year. Look at your gifts from 2023. Go, here are the gifts that I've had. Here's what I'm packing with me. I'm taking these gifts. And guess what? Your bag of stuff, your emotional baggage, is only so big. You want to downsize it, make it smaller.
Yeah. Let it fit in your pocket.
I like that.
No?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. What'd you get?
I have, ooh, it is not my work to control others. And it says, trying to limit anybody about anything defies the laws of the universe. It cannot be done. You cannot control others, but you can control and create your own reality. And that is part of creating your story, folks.
Yes.
So, yes, you can only control what goes on here. And that's why it's a great time for you to take the inventory, do the work that you need to do. And that's going to help you stay strong so that you don't have to deal with, all of this out here. It's not going to rattle your cage too hard. So,
Yes. That's
no,
great. Wow. What great messages.
I know, right? Thank you so much for being here. I just love having you
Thank
on.
you.
And yeah. This man is full of effects. I just love it. It's fantastic.
Well, and then there's this one. It's a party.
We like a good party.
There you
Speaking
go.
of parties, Enjoy yourselves these
Yes.
holidays. Be safe, and we'll see you. Well, I'll see you in the new year. You'll see Gerald before then. Oh, I'll have one more recorded show, so you'll see me for that before the new year. All right.
Great.
So blessings to you all. Take care.
Thank you.